everybody, and welcome back to the Curse of Strahd stream with Team Awful Neutral. It has been a while, to put it bluntly. Our last stream was back in July, like the beginning of July. It's been like 2 months.
Yeah.
That's like forever ago.
That's forever ago, man. It's been like 5 or 6 weeks.
Our characters are now in the 80s.
Or just standing around waiting for you all to show up again. But yeah, too bloody long. You're right, Raddy. You're absolutely right. So welcome back. We've been away for a bit. We had, obviously, I went to America, and then a few little things happened. Like we had our bathroom replaced and had to leave home, and some other things meant we couldn't be back straight away. But we're here, and we're going to keep going. So because it's been so long, I'm going to do a bit of an update quickly. Partly for me, to be perfectly honest. Because a lot has happened. Oh, hey, Silver. I see you too. You weren't commenting, so I couldn't say anything. But I see you. These two are the ones that are going to try and break me. Oh, God, Raddy, last time we were streaming this, you were in Colchester. Shit, that was ages ago. But yeah. So, it's been interesting. The party are doing pretty well. They've been... I mean, they were a little bit going off the rails for a while, fighting with each other, burning people alive. But I honestly feel like
usual.
Yeah, this is the normal stuff for this group.
As you do.
Pretty standard.
But I feel like the betrayal of Von Holtz kind of brought them back together. That was the plan, clearly.
It was right my feels.
So for people that don't remember, Von Holtz was the carriage driver. He worked for Strahd, and he helped the party out quite a lot. He helped carry them basically around everywhere in Barovia they needed to go for free. He helped ferry the children. He helped do all kinds of things. They delivered a baby at one point. Not delivered it like helped it give birth. They literally moved it from one town to another. It was going really well, and then they found him like dying in the woods. And it turned out he'd been Strahd all along, and he'd been fucking with them. And he had then crucified the children they just saved and turned them into vampire spawn.
Bad bastard.
Who, yeah, the party never killed, so they're still out there somewhere, doing things.
Aww.
Yeah, that might come back to bite you, I'm not gonna lie. Literally.
Literally? Sorry.
But yeah, so, more recent times though, the party have done a really good job. They managed to sneak into Castle Ravenloft, managed to find a back door that led them straight to some stairs, that led them straight to the room they wanted to go to find the dragon skull. The skull of Argynvostholt, the silver dragon who led a group of paladins against Strahd back in the day, and unfortunately was defeated. However, they managed to get the skull quite carefully. They managed to transport it across the whole of Barovia and into Argynvostholt, the mansion. They have returned it to the mausoleum it was designed to go into, and upon doing so, a bright light spread out across the entirety of Barovia. And it was just waves of positive energy and happy feelings and light that seemed almost as bright as sunlight. But the whole countryside was bathed in it. And most of the towns will have seen it. They've probably seen it from Castle Ravenloft itself, which is which is fun.
Whoops.
Yeah. So,
But we did it good.
The party were like, "Yay, we did good. We're going to leave now." And then Ray, the lovely monk, saw someone in a window up above them and went, "No, you know what? There's something going on here. Must go look."
Yeah. And she wasn't drunk. She was completely sober
That's part of the
when
problem,
she saw
I think.
this. Just,
That we should go speak to the creepy guy in the window.
yeah, of course, duh. When have we not spoken to creepy people? We should be team speaks to creepy people.
Just rolls off the tongue. Oh, apparently the background music is too loud, so I'm going to turn that down a bit. Here we go. It might just be that I'm hearing all the people talking louder than you guys are. But yeah, hopefully that's better. I've also probably turned it down a bit. So, here we go. Cody, it's time for SJ to rip out my heart. Yep. Yeah, Cody, who plays on Tuesday's game, was the one who was like brought to tears by Ravenloft.
Aww.
Where exactly?
Don't worry, Cody. SJ has also brought me to tears while doing D&D.
Talk about Grunt.
Yeah.
Oh, Grant.
I saw him when he died.
Grant was one of their party members in a different game, in their playthrough of the Lost Mines, and he died, and then they followed his soul into a horrific limbo dungeon, where they faced their worst fears and freed his soul. Thankfully, a creature was trying to eat it, but then they did a big funeral, and it was really, really sad.
It was really sad.
But yeah, where we pick up today, the party are kind of higher up in the tower area of the mansion. Theron, Ray, and Amara are currently investigating the bedroom of what was Argynvostholt when he was in a human form. They found his journal and everything. So while the Silver Dragon was human, this was the room he used to be in. Lenara, however, didn't feel like going that way. She's investigating in the corridor right now, and I can't remember why, but that's what she's doing.
No.
Whim.
I mean, that is kind of how she rolls. So yeah, we're gonna get going. We're gonna get started. We have got. I'm gonna see if everyone's coming through, okay? Because 2 of our players are very quiet. We have got Ku playing the Blood Hunter Theron. Hello, Ku.
What up?
Good, that's nice and loud. We have got Alkaline playing our lovely, in quotation marks, Sorceress Lenara.
Hi.
There is Little Kiki, who is playing Ray, our monk.
Yay! Hello. That's me.
And we've got Ree, who is playing our lovely librarian bard, Amara.
Yo.
That was so not Amara-like.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Did you need something like this? Hello, everyone.
Yes! That's more Amara.
Your Amara voice is so cute.
I sound like I have a upper-class cucumber shoved in a very uncomfortable place.
Oh, that was too much information, Robin.
Yeah.
What? Putting a cucumber up your nose is extremely uncomfortable. Where were you thinking?
I was thinking your ear. Or your... Get it? Hey!
Oh god, everything got worse.
Oh.
Did I say ear or rear? You'll never know with my northern accent. Way, way. I'm really not drunk. Ray just brings that out in me.
I love that you get like that when you're playing Ray though. That's proper.
I do.
roleplay. So yeah,
Oh,
we're gonna
so
jump
sorry.
straight into it. No, that's fine. That's fine. we're gonna get started. We're gonna jump in, and we're gonna start with the group because they're in Argynvost's bedroom right now. And then we'll jump to Lenara and see whatever. Oh no, she's moved into the room now while I wasn't looking.
I think that maybe I just didn't move my character at the end
Oh,
of
okay.
last
That's fair too.
last time. Yeah.
I think there was a bit at the
I
end where you
think if
kind
I was
of
going to do something important.
like I think when
Yeah,
they were
I don't
looking in
know.
one of
I
the
feel
rooms,
like-
Lenara went off and was like poking her head in some of the rooms down the bottom. I think that's how you revealed more of the map, but
Yeah.
that's fine.
If it was something important, I would have made a note of it. But literally, all I've got is level up, and that I have a tree axe. That's all I've got.
Yeah, it's notes. That's good.
Yeah.
It's good. It's notes.
That's why I fail at everything.
Ratty says you need to drink more.
I can do.
We all need to drink more.
Drink more water, that is. Stay hydrated, everyone.
Stay in
Speaking of,
character.
giant
Stay in
skull, giant
Oh
skull
god,
thing
I'm
full of
choking
water.
on my teeth. Oh
Okay.
god.
Right, here we go.
Sorry.
So we're now in character, and we're going to move on. We're going to start with Theron, Lenara, and Ray. And go.
I'm choking on my teeth.
Where did you get tea from?
Uh,
Yeah, this is the first I've heard about tea.
anyway. So,
So what are we doing?
well, I'm pretty sure I saw a guy up here. I mean, I've not drank, so it could be 50-50, but there was a
Could be
guy up
suffering
here.
withdrawal hallucinations.
Possibly. Usually the hallucinations are a lot more good looking.
Sorry, can I just say OC? I like the little. I know that was just you drinking, but that's very appropriate.
My tea. I didn't realize you could hear that.
It's good microphone.
Okay. Could I roll a perception to see if I can see any signs of life? Any signs that a person has been in here recently?
Yeah, go for it.
90.
From what you can see, the only disturbance to the cobwebs and like the dust on the floor seems to be from you and your party. That seems to be literally the only disturbances at all.
There's nothing here. These footprints are our own. No one else has been through here in centuries.
But God, I was so sure.
Well, where did you see the thing you saw?
He was in this room right here. When we were going out, taking the skull out, I looked up, he was up here. I mean, a big giant dragon of light sort of hoodoo voodoo thing then happened, so I don't know if that changed anything, but yeah, there's definitely a guy up here.
Well, I guess we keep looking. What about that door over there? And she points over here. Or is that a window? I don't know. I'm getting rather foggy.
That is a window. I will reveal some more of the outside of the room that you're in.
This is where we find out it's a window. It's a window. Oh, Amara. We ignore the fact she's just pointed to the window and thought it was a door.
We can, it's okay.
The drunk one. Okay.
Ray, you hear a slight whisper.
I hear a slight whisper?
You do hear a slight whisper.
Oh.
It
What
doesn't
is
sound
this?
sinister, it sounds absolutely pleasant, but you get a faint thank you. It almost sounds as if it comes on the breeze.
Oh.
Get a faint what? Sorry, I didn't hear any of that. Just sort of, you get a faint silence. It sounds like it comes on the breeze. I was just like, great. What do we get?
You get a faint thank you. But none of you can hear it apart from Ray, so it doesn't matter.
Can I tell this to the party? Sorry, you sort of broke up, so I'm not too sure what it said. But I say to the party, did they hear this whisper thing?
It was just a thank you. You heard a thank you whispered to you.
Oh.
No, I can't say I've heard anything.
Do I recognize the voice, Deanne?
Not particularly, no.
Damn. So it wasn't the voice of that guy who was sat over here.
No, definitely not. That guy was literally raspy and definitely sounded like his body was dead for a while.
Sounded pretty spry for a dead guy.
Get out.
Okay. Don't really know what to do with this.
Wrong, wrong, wrong. Wrong,
Ray's just gonna sort of look around a bit cluelessly. If it involves magic, then.
Amara's gonna investigate the room.
Amara, although it seemed very much as to Linara that no one had ever been in here, like for a long time, you can see that the curtains have definitely been moved. Some of the cobwebs over by this window, nope, sorry, the window below it, the lowest of the eastern windows, have been disturbed, and the curtains have definitely been pulled aside slightly, despite the fact that there are no footprints.
I go to that window.
You feel a strong sense of positivity and warmth.
Oh.
That's the friendliest fart ever.
Do I see anything out of the window?
As you look down into the courtyard below, I'm going to reveal this because you can kind of see the courtyard below on this map, although it's faint. The building to the right was the mausoleum, and you can, as you look down, you see what appears to be a white-haired, attractive young man look up at you. He's semi-transparent. Look up at you from the door of the mausoleum, bow his head, and walk in.
Senpai, wait.
Come back, handsome stranger.
It was a Targaryen.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Oh my god, I could
I
hear
tell the
myself
rest of the
through someone
party
else's.
what I've seen, and suggest we head back down to the mausoleum.
You said he was transparent.
Yes.
I will say, Ree, because your character is intelligent and it's probably an OC thing because it's been like literally 2 months since we last played, that was the exact description of the dragon in human form. You'd know that because you read through the journal with him. His journal.
Is that me or?
That is you,
who?
yes.
That's for you?
So that's you.
Am I cutting up a lot for you guys?
I can hear you fine.
Bit. A little bit for me.
A little bit.
Oh.
Oh.
That's really weird because I literally can't turn my sensitivity anymore. Like, it's as far as it'll go.
Maybe
Oh.
it's
Which is why my...
too sensitive.
For me, it'll just be my connection, most likely.
Yeah.
Because countryside, yay.
Yeah, see, I thought that, but that wouldn't explain Sarah's. I don't want to put it on to push to talk because I'll forget. Okay, let's
That's
try
fine.
this. We'll try this.
Sorry.
I sound fine through the stream. Okay, that's good at least. Yeah, so essentially, Amara, you would have remembered that because you were the one who read through the journal page. So you know exactly what he looks like, and you get that was definitely his description.
I relay that to the party.
Okay.
Well, is that the person that you saw, Ray? No, sorry, Ray.
No, he wasn't a ghost. That was a ghost. Sorry. No.
There's no footprints.
The person you saw didn't look transparent from where you were down below, but that was the same description.
Oh, really? I thought the guy had black hair. I wrote that down wrong.
Or I said it wrong. It's been a long
I-
time since we were last here.
It's been a while. It's fine. Okay, so it was the same, but not transparent. I
Although
tell
that-
this to the group.
That might have been hard for you to see from down in the courtyard.
That's true.
I guess it's
Okay.
just the ghost then passing on now that we've put him to rest.
Wrong.
I feel like we
Either
did a
way.
good thing.
Yeah, the sunlight's back on. Can definitely call that a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flora, if you want, we still haven't been up there.
Yes.
I'm a head towards
Like
the
we're rushing
stars.
anywhere.
Okie dokie. So you're aiming to go up and continue on to the top floor.
Yeah.
I'll follow Koo.
Okay.
I'll follow Ray.
And they're all gonna conga the
I
whole
will
way up.
follow Amara. Oh, get off me.
Okay.
Technically, you landed on me.
I mean, you know, I know we're getting friendly, but
Okie dokie. I'm going to reveal a tiny little bit first, and I'm going to put Theron up there. Theron has now disappeared. If you scroll up on your screen, my lovely players,
Yeah.
I'll start revealing more and
Oh.
more space.
Oh.
But give me a second to reveal all the stuff, because this is quite a big area you've just walked out onto.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna have to
And
zoom out.
for the people at home, I will also be showing you that in a second. I just need to reveal all of the areas first.
Oh my god.
Because
Oh, I can.
you won't all fit in the spiral staircase. Because essentially what you will see is you go up the spiral staircase and you come up into like a small tower, but it does go out onto the roof.
Ooh.
So as you step out onto the roof, you end up, well, noticing that most of it has quite clearly and obviously started collapsing. The area to the east, the open parapet, seems to narrow into a smaller square and goes into what appears to be another door. The rest of everything around you, though, is an absolute shambles. There is a large hole in the roof in front of you. There appears to have once been a further building here that is completely collapsed. However, there is still a few gargoyle statues, dragon gargoyle statues, much like the ones you saw down on the mausoleum scattered around. To the northeast and northwest, there are two battlements that hold on them rather large ballistas. That's the word. I was trying to think of the word. The shooty thing that's not a catapult. Ballistas.
The thing that goes pew pew.
All of the pew pewing. So yes, you've got an entire roof to explore.
The
We can
broken
see-
building.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was that?
I'm gonna head into the broken building.
Okay. Essentially what you
This
see,
appeals to me.
this is like, it seems that something has smashed down into the roof here and completely destroyed this building apart from a few squares where the roof has survived. Within its, there are some ravens and other assorted birds that you scare out. They fly past you and fly away into the night. This place is disgusting. It seems that birds have been perching here for quite some time. If you know
dear.
what I mean.
Grim.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
pretty
I'm
gross.
gonna step back now.
Just there and like stepping in, like, no, I like these boots.
Can I look at this thing?
Gargoyle?
There we go.
Oh, that's one of the dragon gargoyles. So it looks a lot like a miniature version of Argynvost himself as a silver dragon.
Ooh. That's neat. Do.
Anything else you guys want to do?
Can,
Okay. Is this a door? Back
It
here?
is indeed.
Can I open it?
Yes. Everything explodes.
Not going through it. Just point
That's
that out.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so as you open it, you can kind of see that in front of you is like a very rickety, like looking landing. It probably take your weight, but it's not something you want to be jumping up and down on. There is a staircase that clings to the outside wall of this tower, heading up a little bit more. This seems to be where the glowing is coming from. When you first restored the skull of Argynvost to the mausoleum, if you remember, the dragon spirit flew up to the top of a tall tower, and the beacon started pulsating out from there. Seems to be where this is leading up to, because you're getting a strong feeling of positivity as you approach it.
Burns.
Oh, I forgot to say a thing to Ray when she investigated the gargoyle.
Oh, okay.
You're going to understand this because it's speaking common, but and you already know this as well, so it's not going to help you a whole lot. But the dragon does, like, as you approach it, it seems to be following you with its eyes. But you've encountered a lot of portraits and stuff that seem to be doing the same thing. However, as you get closer to it, its mouth begins to move.
Oh, I'm gonna stand back over here while this is happening.
You hear almost a sing-song, and you know this voice now. This is the same voice that said thank you to you a little while ago. It says, "When the dragon dreams its dream within its rightful tomb, the light of Argynvost will beam and rid this land of gloom."
Huh. I think we already did that. That was a cool little rhyme, though. Ray's just talking to herself with this.
Yeah, the others are all just like exploring everyone else, and Ray's just there like, "Oh, that was cute. I like that."
That's pretty good. That's just applauding it very slowly and quietly. That's good. That's good.
A plus, yes, well done.
That's pretty good. That pretty good. Oh, what is Ray tonight? I don't even.
She's suffering without her alcohol, clearly.
Clearly delusional and deranged. Yay. Well, Ray's just gonna thank the gargoyle and just walk back, just walk to her friends.
Thank you, good sir.
Thank you, good sir, for that limerick. Toodle pip.
Anything?
So, what's happening over here?
Essentially, Lenara pushed open a door.
Oh.
The stairs.
There are stairs
I mean,
leading upwards, and you are all, as you approach it, feeling more and more
leading up.
positive. Yeah, they go up.
Ooh.
I don't like this.
Sorry.
I feel like I ate another pie.
Lenara isn't used to positive energy.
Can I just say, this says, like, pretty much everything about how Curse of Strahd has gone for this lot so far. It's like, you feel fantastic. What's going on? Why is everything broken? What's happening?
Pretty much. Yes.
This is what you've done to us.
Wow.
You make us fear the good.
Okay, shall we venture upwards?
I'm feeling really
Process.
positive about it, so yeah. Let's go.
Here it goes. Here's where everything goes wrong.
Oh god.
Oh, why you do this to us?
No, you're fine. You're fine. I will reveal the area slightly to the right of here.
For now.
I might as well reveal these too, because you can see them from up there.
God, is that more stairs?
Pretty much. So as you come up, you get into what is essentially another landing. These stairs that you're on start creaking slightly, but they're still seeming to be holding. There are a few windows that look out over the roof of the mansion, and
wrong.
this is where there are two different doors leading to other towers stairs that go down. And then the main staircase continues upwards. Theron
Okay.
and Ray, since you have moved your characters there first.
Whoops.
Oh no, and Lenara. All three of you,
Oh,
could you make me
what?
reflex saves, please?
What, me?
All three of you. Everyone but Amara, because Amara's lagging behind a bit.
I don't mean to be.
You're allowed to. This is getting you out of a reflex save. It's up to you. You can jump ahead if you want, or you can lag behind a little bit and avoid the reflex save.
Well, I do move slower than everyone else.
That is true.
So if we say you're...
Yeah, makes sense.
Am I right to move your character, Ree?
What?
Am I right to move your character?
Yes, please.
Okay, she'll be like
Am I rolling?
there if you go to the right a little bit. And I need to scroll this to the right as well so people can actually see where the characters are. You're rolling a reflex save. So you're still coming up the stairs, Amara, while the other three have kind of already made it to the landing.
Which one's reflex?
Reflex.
Dex.
Dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity,
Sorry.
thank you.
Been playing Pathfinder again since I last ran this. My apologies. Yeah, reflex saving throw. Wow.
Woo! Sorry. That was a bit loud.
Monk
Wow.
show.
Monk's gonna monk.
Yeah, boy.
Okay, so essentially what happens here, the doors to the north and south burst open. Behind them you see what appear to be phantom warriors. They're kind of... They seem to look like rangers. They're dressed very similarly to how Theron is dressed. Each of them fires... They pull back a bow, and each of them fires an arrow from it made of energy. Ray manages to, like, basically backflip over it. No problems whatsoever.
Yeah. While drinking a cup of tea.
However, Theron and Linara both take them square in the chest and take 6 damage each.
Motherfucker. Lenara literally says that. She says, motherfucker.
That's
All the
smart.
HP she gained by climbing a level.
They each start pulling back on their bow again.
I'm gonna dash towards that one and try to stab it.
Okay,
Are
roll me an
they
attack.
through both doors?
Sorry, say that again? What was that, Linara?
Are they at both doors or is it just the one door?
Oh, both doors. However, there are still the stairs that go up further. So there's a phantom dude there. There is a phantom dude here. And then here you can still run up the stairs if you wanted to. Theron, you managed to hit him.
I'm gonna follow Theron but go for the other guy. I'm gonna attack because they shot first, but I'm also gonna shout out as well while I try and work out what my attack is. There it is. That we're not your enemies. We restored the light.
Okay, Theron, you definitely hit. Can you roll me some damage?
I've
Yeah.
forgotten what to roll.
Theron, you slash through him and he seems to vanish. Ray, you miss, I'm afraid.
I missed.
Let's see.
Ray, you're hit with another arrow.
Damn, was that to me because I missed?
That was you because you missed and he shot you in the face.
Oh god, my face! Ray's
Essentially.
just like,
But Theron,
say
your
that.
one
No, not in
has...
the face!
Your one has vanished now.
In the face! All that HP, I literally gained 5 HP with my level up and now I'm back to where I was. Oh well.
Linara and Amara, what are you doing here? So Linara, you got hit by the energy. What have you done since?
I want to run away.
That is absolutely fine.
Do that.
No, that's fine. You can do that if you want to. It's up to you.
I want to firebolt the dude.
Yeah, you can do that.
Bravest.
You can do that for sure. Roll me
I
a
totally
hit.
missed.
I don't like how enthusiastic you are about that.
I'm always enthusiastic about everything.
Ah, shit.
Sadly, that
It
misses.
makes you. Damn.
Ah. And then I run up the stairs when I miss.
You take another.
wait, no.
You take 7 damage.
Are we in? What?
It's
Can I attack
these
it
aren't
again?
these aren't
I missed half of that.
okay. You get shot by another arrow. Essentially, the arrow that hit Ray in the face has split, and another one has hit you.
I've got an arrow in my face.
And as he shot the arrow at you, another arrow came and hit Linara. These are arrows made of energy.
Do
But-
I hit the guy again?
How much damage do I take?
7.
7.
But this turn you can run up the stairs now if you so wish. If you want to go upstairs.
Oh. Whoops, I'm just hitting the
Ray,
guy.
can you wait until I'm done with Linara, please?
That's fine.
We're not in a battle. This is
Yeah, I'm
specifically
dead.
something else. Okay, so Lenara, you've gone upstairs?
Yep. As
Okay.
far as I can go.
I will get back to you in a minute. There you go. You can scroll upwards a bit and you'll find your next floor. Yeah. Okay, Amara, what are you up to while all this is happening?
So,
Wrong, wrong, wrong.
Have I been shot?
Wrong, wrong, wrong.
No?
is any of them aiming at me?
Not yet, but you've come up behind them, so you're like a turn behind, essentially. As you're coming up the stairs, you're seeing these things happening, but they haven't seen you yet from where you are specifically stood, unless you have continued to move.
Yes, I have continued to move.
Oh, okay. In that case, roll me a reflex save, please. Dexterity saving throw.
Do I get advantage because I've seen what's happening before I move in?
No, I'm afraid not.
Okay.
It is literally just how well you'd dodge out of the way rather than you seeing it. That makes it.
Yay.
Also, Rhea, are you downloading anything? Or running anything else?
No.
Okay, that's really weird.
No, I'm not.
Wrong, wrong,
I don't know how I can run
wrong,
like a AAA game and not drop any
wrong,
frames, and now I'm dropping
wrong,
frames
wrong.
running D&D. That makes no sense. Okay, I'll try and fix it, Radiant Silver. Thank you for letting me know. I'm messing with the settings in the background. Okay. Yeah, you managed to dodge it, Amara. So at this point, you get one more action before this is up. So you can either run upstairs, you can do something to the creatures, it's up to you. Amara?
I'm thinking.
Oh, okay.
Can I try and cast message on one of them and ask why they're shooting me?
You can try and cast message on the one that's left, or you could just... I mean, yeah. Sure.
Or I could just wait for them to kill it.
Wrong, 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 wrong.
I'd like to save my spell
Wrong,
slots. I'll
wrong,
just wait here
wrong.
for them to kill it and probably take a step back so I don't get shot.
Okay, Theron has managed to kill one of them, just by hitting it once. Lenara has run upstairs. Ray, I will allow you to
Yo.
use that roll from before to be an attack, and you will hit it. Roll me some damage, please.
Hooray! Thank you very much. Oh, god damn it. I started off on a high. You should never start off with a natural 20. It just jinxes you for the rest of the game.
If it makes you feel better, that's damage. You hit him, the damage isn't that much of a deal.
Okay.
So, you do
It's
manage to
fine.
hit him, and he disintegrates.
Hooray! So am I now just walking around with an arrow in my face?
No, they were arrows made of energy, so essentially you got hit in the face with, like, essentially a small laser beam. But you seem to be
Ooh.
okay now.
Okay. Okay, that's fine then. I thought I was just gonna be walking around, like, I used to be a monk and then I took an arrow in the face, sort of thing. Yay for old memes.
Okay, so they're both gone. You seem safe now. I'm going to jump to Linara, who ran up the stairs a little while ago. Who was just like, nope, fuck this, I am out. Okay, as you get up here, it is it's now you're back on stone floor. You'll be happy to hear. It's not a rickety staircase ananymore. There are
Okay.
crisscrossing rafters above you, and there are ravens sitting on them. They seem to be coming and going through small holes in the roof. There are 10-foot high, 5-foot wide windows, evenly spaced around the wall. It looks very similar to what you'd imagine a modern day, a medieval version of a modern day lighthouse to look like. There is lots of transparent glass lined with lead, these are clearly made to amplify the energy that is currently pulsating out of them. You have already lit the beacon, so from here it is incredibly bright, and you feel as if you've just had a long rest. So you regain everything you would gain on a long rest.
Okay. I will look at the ravens and say, hello?
The ravens don't seem to respond or react to you in any way, shape, or form.
Okay. Kind of got myself in the corner here.
Oh, I hope everyone remembered to add their bonuses in as well, by the way. I don't know if you guys remember, but the beacon of light, when it was shining on you, you all get +1 to AC and all of your saving throws.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's my bad. I forgot to restate it at the beginning of the session, but you gained that the very last session when you lit the beacons.
Ha! No, I do actually have that. On here. I just did not look at it. So is that anywhere in Barovia, or is it just here?
As long as you're opposed to Strahd anywhere in Barovia, you've got that. So that is a permanent thing until you manage to get out of Barovia. If you manage to get out of Barovia.
Okay.
And that goes for all players as well. Anyone who's opposed to Strahd, unless you know you like Strahd.
He's a bra.
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
Strahd is not a bra. Wait, no, yes, Strahd is a bra.
He's not half as supportive.
Oh, the puns, they're back.
Way.
Is there anything else of interest up here? A perception. Where is it? I had it.
I just wait. I just wait for it. Not that you can see.
Nothing to see here.
It's kind of distracting with all of the bright, glowing, pulsating beam in the middle of the room. So that's most of things.
Okay. I will stay here until and wait for the others.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are the rest of you doing?
I'm gonna go up.
You're gonna go up.
Boop.
Anyone else? You're going up.
Yeah, I want to go up.
Cool. Essentially, same
Yeah.
kind of thing. Literally, as soon as you walk into the room, you feel bathed in positivity, hope, happiness. Any of your worries seem to fade away completely. You definitely, you feel like, you're going to be able to defeat Strahd, walk in the park, it's going to be piss easy. No worries. Everything is happy. You get the effects of a long rest. So any all the normal effects you'd get if you'd slept all night, you get that back. HP, spell slots, etc. You feel absolutely 100% positive about everything.
Ray's just gonna
Yay.
just sort of sit down for a minute, just bathe it all in while the others sort of discuss things. Nice.
Can we see where the light's actually coming from?
There is essentially a ball of energy in the center of the room, bright, beautiful light. Weirdly, it's bright enough that it should hurt your eyes to look at, but you can look upon it with no real ill effects whatsoever. And it does seem to be, every now and again it pulses, and there is kind of like a wave that goes out through the windows and goes out across everything you can see. And you can see quite far from here. You can see the mist-shrouded valleys in the north and the east. You can see the towns. You can see from all the way from here. You can see all the way to the town of Barovia. You can see the old what's left of the old bone grinder windmill. You can see the hill it was on and the charred remains of what was the windmill.
Is there still smoke?
No, it's long gone out, but it was...
Oh, okay.
It now basically is some stone foundations with, like, just blackened, charred horridness. And yeah, and from
It's
here you can
upon
see,
thine kingdom, Darren.
as you kind of walk around the room, you can see pretty much all of Barovia from here. You can pick out the Abbey of San Markovia in the northwest. That one seems to have survived a lot better, despite the fact that you set fire to it. It doesn't seem to have burnt down. It seems like what had been on fire is now not on fire anymore. There's no more smouldering, but you can tell that the main stone structure of it still seems to stand. And in the far south, you can see back where you were having fun with Baba Lysaga.
That crazy old lady.
Yeah, in the lovely town of Berez, the marshy lands, and you can see what you now know to be the Amber Temple not far away from there.
Sweet.
You can see pretty much all of Barovia from here, including Castle Ravenloft.
I would like to activate my sun sword and feel if I can feel any emotion coming from it.
Yeah, as you pull out the sun sword, are you actually activating the beam, or are you just wanting to hold it?
I want to feel its emotions first. But yeah, I was planning on essentially touching it to the orb of light and seeing if they interact with each other at all.
As you hold the hilt in your hand, it seems to almost be singing with happiness. Everything about it makes you feel happy. As much as this room is making you feel positive, taking out the sword, you seem to be overwhelmed. You haven't felt this happy since your family were alive.
Oh.
Aww.
Fair enough.
Oh, that's so sad. I'm not crying, you're crying.
You said a thing. And you said you wanna what, activate it and touch it to the light?
Yeah, I want to see if they interact with each other.
You activate the blade, and the light seems to be mingling quite well. They're kind of a yellowy glow from yours, while there's a silvery glow from the orb in the center of the room. You lift it to touch it, and they don't seem to interact at all. Their lights seem to merge briefly, but the light from your sun sword obviously doesn't go much further past this room.
Trying to be wingman for my sun sword, but that's cool.
Hey, sun sword, here's some other light. Do you guys want to,
You think about this, lad? You want to get in there? Anyway.
So, literally, as you said that, Silver put up, he wants to penetrate it. I mean, yeah.
Well. It's taking a weird fanfiction turn here.
It really has. What are we thinking of next? Do we still want to go to the Abbey? Straight to Strahd.
I just kind of want to stay here forever. So nice.
I'm not sure of anything anymore.
I love it. I'm good, bro. It's fine.
I can't remember the last time I was this happy.
You all kind of get that same kind of feeling, though. Although she's saying that, it's true. You genuinely don't remember the last time you felt this happy. It's almost as if, proper... It's almost as if, you don't remember ever being this happy. It's like it's erased your memories of happiness being in Barovia.
Start crying. Just to make things awkward.
So yeah.
Tapped it crying.
Are you okay? Oh, I think someone needs a Ray hug. And I hold out my arms. You can either invite yourself in or not, because sometimes I get pushed away.
Oh. Laura's gonna hug Ray.
Oh my god.
Ray is enjoying every second of this. Ray's just gonna sort of turn to Farron and very quietly say, I think it broke Lenara.
I think you're right.
Lenara's literally never felt happy in her life. She's suddenly feeling happy.
Yeah, like for Amara, it feels like, you know, she's back in the central part of her library. For Ray, it's like she's back
reading
in.
a book.
Yeah, it's literally, this is your happiest. It's like you snuggled up in your library with a warm drink and like an amazing new book. For Ray, it's like being back in the monastery and sitting in amongst peace, meditating, taking in all of your tranquility. Theron, you literally can imagine seeing your daughter and playing with her in a field. Lenara, you've never felt this before. This is new to you. You didn't know that it was possible to feel this good.
I'm just gonna keep holding
It's just saying
Lenara.
in the back of Lenara's mind. Make it stop. I don't like it. Make it stop.
This is weakness.
What is this? Lenara is dead inside, basically. No, I'm just seeing the Twitch comments.
Yeah, SJ basically
Yeah,
just said
she's
Lenara was
not
dead
had a good
before.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You're hugging, crying.
Lenara's
Hugging,
like
crying.
accepted a hug. Everyone's a bit like, oh my god, what's happening?
Ray is amazed. Oh.
Yeah.
Ray doesn't even know what to say at this point. Usually Lenara just pushes her away, punches her.
This could change things.
it really could. Really could.
I think we should get moving now.
I hate to agree, but yeah, we've still got a lot to do. It was nice to enjoy some happiness for a while, though.
Just won't last once Strahd wakes up,
Yeah. Oh,
so we should get moving while we can.
let's go.
That is a fair point.
Come on, Lenara, let's go downstairs now. I'm gonna just gently guide her down the stairs.
Oh, no, I assume you're like carrying her at this point.
You know what? Let's carry her. Why not? She's let me hug her. Let's carry her.
I'm literally imagining you like.
It's basically
like-
like a Saturday night out, isn't it?
I'm literally like imagining you like the scene from The Bodyguard where you've like scooped her up into your arms. You're like, yeah, I got this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll this.
Damn it! Why, Roll20, have you taken away my ability to play Careless Whisper at the party? Why?
Aww. Boo, roll 20. YouTube and play it through my phone.
But yes, so you're all filled with happiness. And
Oh, I'm
it's-
sort of carrying Lenara down.
We don't
Carry-
know what to do with this. You broke the game.
I broke the game. It's like,
No, you...
we're happy again.
This isn't
What?
This isn't Fandelver. This isn't how we do.
This isn't
Maybe
Vandelver
if
anyway,
we just
dude.
talk to Strahd, he'll be happy. We could bring him here.
Yeah,
Just bring Strahd here.
Yeah, let's just bring him here. Solve all our problems.
Why don't we make love instead of war? Let's do this.
Wow.
That's so the opposite thing Farron would say.
What
That-
are you
It
doing?
feels weird.
That awkward
Sorry,
moment they
that's
bring
fine.
Strahd here and it's just an orgy.
Wow.
Surprise!
The kind of surprise I like. No.
Do we get attacked again as we're coming down the stairs?
No, you don't. No.
I'm gonna try to go into one of those little doorways and see where those stairs go.
Okay. Give me a second. I'll put myself back onto your map.
Whoops.
I wasn't prepping anything. Theron, the stairs go.
No.
If you go downstairs, you find yourself in the area marked Q14. If you scroll down.
Ah.
So it essentially takes you back down to a different part. So I'm going to scroll the screen down here. Takes you down to Q14. Yeah, exactly. So from there, you can look into a window and see down into the lower floor entirely.
Sweet.
So you can see basically straight down into the room where do you remember where the revenants were? It was like a church.
Yeah.
That's what you're seeing, but the revenants are all like they've all collapsed. They're all just dead bodies.
I guess I'll go down to the bottom.
Is anyone else following him?
I hope so.
I was gonna put Lenara down here because I don't think I'd fit carrying her down here. So I'm
It'll
gonna
get
put her
tight,
down and
that's
just
for sure.
check she's okay, and then just follow Theron down because wherever Theron goes, Ray is like backup basically at this point. I've always got
Okay.
your back, Theron.
Yay!
Give me 1 second because you're going onto the old map. But I don't remember where on the old map your characters were. You'll have to change your HPs again because your characters are currently doing well for HP. On this one. Okay, we'll jump you back to the other map now. If you're going to need to scroll around a little bit to find yourselves, but you should be. You have to go up a little bit. They're around Q14 because the Q14s come down to Q14. So
Oh yes.
essentially, where you are is you're on in the church bit where you fought the revenants. You are above. Theron's gone. Theron's just disappeared. Theron, up a bit more, mate. You're not on the ground floor yet.
Oh, my bad.
I put you in the right place. Don't worry, I've moved you.
Oh god.
So you've come
moved
downstairs,
me.
and you are essentially on.
Yes.
Sorry, what? Sorry, okay. Yeah, I've moved everyone. Don't worry, you're fine. You're on a whole new screen now. You've gone down the stairs, and you're essentially.
So where I want to be.
It's okay, I'll wait. It's fine. It's fine.
I want to be where the people be.
Want to see them DMing.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I'm terrible with song lyrics. I'll stop.
Go ahead, SJ. It's your turn.
It's alright, I'll just sit here. You're essentially on a balcony overlooking the chapel. So, you're on a wooden balcony, you're looking down into the chapel where you did fight the revenants before you went out into the graveyard. There are narrow archways leading to from the spiral staircases, and there are doors to the west as well.
This thing.
Oh, it's an exquisitely carved wooden throne that seems to be looking down into the chapel.
Okay.
There is also a chandelier hanging about the same height as this balcony, with little candle holders shaped like silver dragons.
Didn't Theron go in here last time and then
Where I
fall
fell through
the floor?
That is where Theron fell through the floor into the bottom floor, into a horrible room full of mess and grossness. Yeah, that's
I'm
pretty
gonna
true.
step out through this door.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't go back in there.
You recognise this quite well. You're right near the main staircase that leads into the central, the main staircase that leads down into the main foyer.
Exit my way out of here.
Can you tan in the sunlight room? No, Silver, you can't tan in the sunlight room.
That's a shame. Could
Theron,
start a business.
Theron, if you go down there, you'll end up in Q3 down below, so I think you could probably move yourself down there. Theron's just like fucking off and leaving you guys. He's like, I'm gone. I'm leaving now. Bye, guys.
I'm assuming people are following.
Theron's just
Yeah.
hoping people are following. Is anyone not following? Let's ask that instead. Is anyone not following him and just doing their own thing?
Ray is following. She was just going to ask Lenara if she's feeling okay now that we're not so near the light. While we're following
I'm
Theron.
not sure Lenara will know how to answer that.
Aww. Ray's just going to give a gentle pat on the shoulder for Lenara and carry on down the stairs. Poor baby.
Okay.
I'm going to end up Q3 too if I can There we go. I'm moving myself. Wee.
So you're now in the main room, and the 2 doors down to the south of you are the 2 doors that led into the giant spider room that you both... You marked the doors, but like, no, let's just not open that door fucking ever.
Yeah, Ray's not keen on spiders, so she's
I
like,
don't
no,
know why-
no,
I don't
no,
know
no,
why
no.
I've still got them hidden. I don't need to have them hidden. I might as well show you guys what was in the room. Because you've seen them all.
Ah,
Oh, yeah, I'm glad we didn't.
And for those at home who can't see that, oh yeah, and you can't see that tower either, I might as well reveal that. It is literally just a shit ton of what is essentially giant black widows. So, not ideal.
and one special looking spider.
There is one special looking spider.
That's Hagrid's spider.
Oh god.
So you're talking about Amara's icon.
Oh!
Don't miss it on my icon.
You look on the stream, it actually just looks like another spider.
Oh yeah!
out there.
Oh,
I mean, let me if I scroll the scroll the screen chat up, it looks like her spider's just joining them happily. But no, underneath her spider is a brown spider that's kind of well camouflaged. I'm going to move him out into the main room. There you go. There was another spider that was different from all the rest, but I think Theron saw it when you guys first came in. I think it was Theron that popped his head into the room. I went, haha, nope. Back to the fuck out.
Yep.
Good call.
Those in the real world.
Yeah. I'm now awkwardly looking around for spiders because they made me anxious.
I think you're fine.
Why does D&D do this to me? It's like when the baby
Strahd,
was
man.
crying and I was like, oh god.
It was everywhere.
I'm scared. It's too spoopy.
3 spoopy, 5 me. What are you guys what are your plans now? What are you gonna do?
That's a good question.
At the top, so I suppose I'll ask again now that we're at the bottom whether we want to go straight to Strahd or
Gonna do
the
a thing.
Yeah. We were all kind of high on light and happiness.
You guys are just like
To be honest.
teleporting around Barovia at
Sweet
the moment.
life.
Just pum 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 pum. And for people at home, that is a white screen. Let me just scroll that shit up a little bit. Okay, so
Oh, it feels like forever since we've been here.
essentially, guys, where you are now is you're in Argynvostholt, which is Q on the map. And I just pinged with the wrong thing. But yeah, you're at Q on the map. There are several locations that you were talking about going to. I mean, obviously you could just go for Strahd if you wanted to. The only place you haven't yet been is you haven't made the climb up Mount Gakis down in the south to the Amber Temple.
Oh, that's where it is.
It is down, yeah.
Down this way, or is it X?
It's literally where the X is, but you've got to go a fair way up the freezing cold mountain to get there.
Wow. Ray is not dressed for that. Literal rags.
It's not like one of us can make fire or anything.
Please don't.
Triggered!
don't.
Triggered!
Not to like make this a competition or anything, but I literally build a house.
That's true. Yeah.
You can build a house, I can set it on fire, you can get drunk.
Please don't set my house on fire.
I can get drunk. And Farron can just sigh at all of us and be disapproving.
My skin is armor, so I'm just gonna walk around and be like, children.
That sounded so creepy.
Damn strange.
But yeah, so you guys are currently like stood outside Argynvostholt. You all feel massively refreshed. You don't even feel the need to sleep or anything. What you gonna do?
Well, our options are either vampire death or really cold death.
I know which one I'd rather take.
I'd rather
Anybody
take the
pack their
really
snow
cold
boots?
death.
I have a cloak.
I too have a cloak.
I'm rather unprepared for cold weather.
I might have something. And I reach around in her backpack.
I've never seen snow.
She's like, the
I've
fuck is
never
this?
I have a
seen
flask
snow.
of oil and torches I could set you on fire.
I'd rather you not. You've done that way many times. I've been on fire way too many times.
Yes, I'd rather not be on fire either. If that's totally acceptable.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, oh, okay.
Lenara feels very confident that she's not going to have a problem as her gauntlets are faintly glowing and keeping her quite warm.
I really have only just realised now that Ray has actually never seen snow before.
Ray would never have been
Aw.
anywhere that would have seen snow.
Yeah.
Venture back to Vallaki and do some shopping.
For booze, I mean for stuff.
Clothes.
For clothes, that's what I was meant to say.
Not looking for a beer coat, Ray.
I wish that was a thing. I don't know how it would work. But I kind of wish it was a thing. Yes, I think I need more than just...
Becca said, "What happens
I
in
think I
Leoman's tiny
literally-
hut stays in Leoman's tiny hut."
Well, that's-
My mind's telling me no. My body's telling me yes. Please tell me you've all seen Without a Paddle.
And the librarian is telling you don't
Yes.
set things on fire.
Please don't. It burns.
So is this mountain actually high enough that it's snow-capped and shit?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Before you'd even hit the that is definitely snow capped. You can see the snow on it, and the
Wow.
snow will at least reach to the point of the beginning of the temple.
Fine, we can go to Vallaki. It's gonna take like another day out of our journey, though.
We could meet you at the top of the mountain.
I don't think we should split up at this point. Especially since we just let that bad boy with light. We're all a walking target, especially a bigger, lit up walking target for you know who.
On the plus side, you do all feel very, very positive about anything you want to do. So if you think you can make it to the Amber Temple and be perfectly fine, you feel like, yeah, it's definitely a possible thing to do. It is, of course,
I
entirely
believe
up
in
to
myself.
What? I didn't
I
even
believe
hear
in
that.
myself.
Oh god.
Farron said he hates himself.
I heard I believe in myself.
That's what I thought
Oh,
he
I
said
thought
too.
you
I believe in myself.
Oh, I
believe in
thought you
us.
said I hate myself. I was like, oh. Whoops.
Oh, okay.
It's not sharing time.
Sorry, Farron. I really thought that's what you said, sorry.
Fiddling about our chances, but obviously the decision doesn't lie with me alone.
Yeah, I think we can make it.
But I've never been around snow before. Is it really cold? Because I'm literally wearing a bed sheet right now. That's the
No,
last
it's like-
thing I wrapped on my body.
Die.
It's fine.
It's very toxic.
Snow is toxic?
Can I roll a deception to see if she
Oh,
believes
for
me?
the love of goodness! No, it's not. It's just frozen water.
Okay, well, I didn't know that. Jeez.
Lara actually laughs at that.
Somebody needs to spend more time in the sunroom.
Actually, if this is her jovial, I'd rather see her miserable, to be honest.
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh!
Apply the cream directly to the burn.
Wow.
In a good mood.
Yeah, do remember that you're all in very, very good moods. No one wants to attack anyone.
I like how even
Dude,
Amara
that
in a
was-
good mood cannot cope with stupidity.
It's just her.
It's just how she is.
Oh!
Easy way
I was-
to do this. Hands
I
up
was-
if you want to go straight to the mountain, and I'll raise my hand.
Amara
raised two
raises her
hands.
hand.
Ray does not. Because she doesn't know how cool it'll be. And Ray is level-headed.
I have a bedroll. You could wrap yourself in that.
It's just walking along in a bedroll.
Well,
I love it. I love
Can
it
I
so
waddle
much.
along in it? Like in sort of like a sleeping bag, just sort of waddle.
Yeah, you absolutely can.
Okay, I
Okay.
shall sort of raise my hand with the group.
Okay.
and it is
Why
decided.
don't we go and ask the ravens if they have any spare clothing? Sure, they wouldn't mind lending us a couple of coats.
Think they're a little bit busy burying their dead.
Oh.
Honestly, how long does it take to bury a body? We'll be fine. We're just asking for some coats.
I think
Okay.
he's meaning more of the emotional grieving side.
Besides,
All the
unless
more
we're
reason to lend us coats.
through the forest, that's pretty much the same distance as going back to Vallaki.
Soul Amara.
Oh, I'm sure we can find somewhere that does coats, or has coats, or will sell coats.
Well, yeah, we can go back to Vallaki, but... Vallaki. I'm going to start walking northwest and dug down.
I'm gonna follow Theron.
I will follow those guys.
Northwest. Okay, so you're heading. Where are you heading for? Back into the
Vallaki.
forest, it looks like.
Oh, Vallaki.
Oh, Kresk. Oh, okay. No, you're heading for Vallaki. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
In that case, you could head straight north. You could make that in 3 hours.
Wrong, wrong, wrong,
Wait.
wrong.
Not so bad.
Wrong, 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 wrong.
On the way.
Now I've just got to remember how much gold.
Yeah, that's fine. If you guys are okay heading to Vallaki, then we can get going that way. Let me move you over to Vallaki, because that's one of the few things I haven't had to get rid of. And we can change to... Let's change song, because this one is depressing.
Are we... We've not been to Vallaki for a while. Did we get kicked out? Was that Kresk that wouldn't let us back in?
That was Kresk.
Ah,
Vallaki did kick you out, but then you saved all their children and they let you back in.
yeah, we did get kicked out at one point. Which
Hello-
town have we not been kicked out of yet, am I right?
I don't think you were kicked out of Barovia. Not for lack of
Yeah.
trying.
We're only in Barovia once.
That's true.
Yeah.
You've never really been
They'll
back.
probably kick us out since we lost what's her face. What was her name? That girl we were meant to protect.
Irina.
Well,
That girl.
yes,
Just
that
kept
girl.
safe.
That one,
Yeah.
you know.
Literally
But
the
you
reason that
just lost
Strahd
one.
wants to kill you.
Yeah, you know that one. That lass.
Minor plot point.
She's
Titular
technically
characters,
safe.
reborn, no mate. Yep, just her.
She's technically not dead. Just technically not here.
Fair.
Right.
Fair. Okay, so
Ray just keeps digging that hole.
yeah, you guys make it back to Vallaki absolutely fine. Everyone seems quite happy to see you. Everyone lets you in. They're pleased with you. No issues. There are a couple
Something
of
weird's
stores in
gonna
town. If it's specific stores you're after.
I wanna buy some clothes.
Potions.
Yeah. You can go. I mean, you saw a number of shops over by Blinsky's store, by the toy shop.
Oh, my favorite shop.
Your
We
favourite
have to
shop
go
where
in
you
there.
actually bought some of the
If it's not
trading-
Blinsky, it is no fun.
It's not Blinsky.
It's not fun. It's not fun.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, there are definitely some clothes shops down by there. So if you head to kind of like roughly the N7 area, there's plenty of shops around there.
Okay, I'm gonna head that way. I don't know if anyone else is following or we're gonna just sort of meet up later.
Following.
Cool.
Yeah, you find plenty of shops. There are clothing stores, there are general item stores. Depends on what you guys are after. But there's definitely anything you need you can get here pretty much.
Actual clothing which will keep me warm.
Yeah, I'm with Ray on this one.
Then yeah,
I
there's
was after some light armor.
I have much leather and much fur.
you do, yeah, you're pretty well stocked. But although you're probably not well padded enough for a frozen mountain. I will say that.
I'll risk it.
That's
Ooh.
fair. That's fair.
He does have a.
The Nara will very gladly set Theron on fire if he gets it cold.
Pretty sure my skin is armor right now.
Oh, barbarian. That is also true.
I was gonna say you also have a blade that's just actual like light and heat. So
Yeah.
I just have a stick.
Okay, yep, you guys find a clothes store. There is, it specifically advertises the fact that it sells lots of different weather-based clothing. There are cloaks hanging in the windows storefront. Several different types. There are rainproof ones. There are ones lined with fur and fleece. Looks pretty swanky, actually.
I wish
Like-
for the Hyrulean tunic, please.
No,
Like,
Theron, you are an asshole.
swanky that it'll be out of our price range, or
Probably not, but you do remember that people you've gone to buy things from before have been pretty fleecy.
yeah.
Get it? Fleecy.
Fleecy.
Sells coats.
God damn it.
I'm glad that someone caught it. I was quite proud of that, and I was like, no one's gonna get it. I'm just gonna shut up and roll away.
You underestimated me.
I could probably negotiate. Charisma's my strong point, believe it or not.
What?
Really?
I'm a sorcerer.
Sorcerer. It's their casting stat.
Hello,
Oh,
also
God.
my background. Common folk are supposed to be nice to me and help me.
It's literally only her actual personality that causes that to be a problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have a +0 on charisma. I
Yeah.
don't talk to a lot of people.
Yeah, I have Heart of Darkness. So basically, those who look into my eyes can see that I have faced unimaginable horror and that I am no stranger to darkness. Though they might fear me, commoners will extend me every courtesy and do their utmost to help me. Unless I have shown myself to be a danger to them, they will even take up arms to fight alongside me should I find myself facing an enemy alone.
Ah, so it really is just your personality. then.
I
Literally.
have a very abrasive personality.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, I mean, even though apparently because even if people are terrified of me, they will still be nice to me. Because I look tortured and they think, oh, she's been through a lot.
Oh, poor baby. Yeah, let's try this shop then. Let's go in. Let's try out Lenara's charisma and bargaining. All that lovely stuff.
All that
Can I just ask quickly, the AC, because I've lost my base AC. I'm just trying to figure something out.
Sorry, I didn't. What are you doing? What?
What? Pick out your base AC, so without any modifiers. Because I've lost my base number, I've only got the modified number.
It's usually 10
My-
plus, and then
10.
plus all the different things. Yeah.
10 plus. What is it? 10. Aha.
And don't forget, you all get the +1 for
10 plus the dex mod. Okay, cool.
10 plus dex, yeah, and then plus and then obviously you've got different bonuses depending on what you can do. But yeah.
Cool.
Let's go shopping.
So who is taking the lead
So
on this?
excited.
Well, I guess we'll find out. I guess.
I'll walk in first. first?
We were giving it to Lenara
Lenara.
for her charisma.
Yeah, go on, Lenara.
Cool. So what are we actually buying? Just clothes?
Warm clothes. Which means we won't freeze to death.
This got me so interested. Okay.
There? I'd say to the shopkeep.
As you walk in, there doesn't seem to be anyone working there at first. There are lots of mannequins with with cloaks, dresses, that kind of thing on them, and there are racks of clothing as well. When you raise your voice, then suddenly a head pops around a door in the back. It's a rather old-looking lady with half-moon spectacles on like resting on the end of her nose. She pushes them up slightly and goes, "Oh, a customer! I've not had a customer here for an age now. Come in, come in."
Oh. Hi, my name is Lenara, and these are my friends. This is Ray, Amara, and this is Theron.
Hey.
We're looking to go on a bit of a trip up the mountain, and we're just wanting some nice warm clothes. Do you have anything you could recommend?
She kind of cocks an eyebrow a little bit and looks you up and down. What possible reason would there be to be going up the mountain?
Well, you see, I'm from quite a sheltered village. It's a farming village. I've never really seen mountains before, and I just really... it sounds really silly, but I...
Ach, no, don't be ridiculous. I absolutely want to help you. If you're going exploring, make sure that she then pauses and looks at Theron and Ray. I was going to say make sure you go well armed and take care of yourselves. You seem to be doing all right. But wait a minute. Do I know you from somewhere? Do I recognize you? You look familiar to me.
Possibly.
We're the ones that saved the children from Krampus.
Her eyes widen and her face beams into a big smile. Oh, you're the ones. The Krampus came through town, took all of our children. You brought them back. I'm far past that, of course, but the town was devastated. You've saved us all. Oh, please, I have a number of different potential items that could help. I have fur-lined cloaks and thick woolen tunics. They could help. They'd be useful. Oh, there are these things you can clip onto the bottom of your shoes. Makes it so you don't slip in the snow. I don't usually sell such things. No one goes near the mountain. There's not really much up there.
How much would it be for an entire outfit?
I guess if you're wanting to go head to toe keeping you warm, it's you get some hats, you get some gloves, tunic, cloak, probably some thicker trousers as well. I slipped Scottish there for a minute. I was doing so well. Damn.
You're doing good. Keep going.
I'd probably put it up about 200 each, including obviously a bit of a discount for y'all and your heroics.
You're so kind.
I hand over 600 gold.
Oh shit! There wasn't even any haggling there.
I have like.
She looks around it. She looks around at all of you, and she looks down at the pile of gold in her hand. She goes, "That's. I don't mean to be insulting, but clearly maths isn't your strong point." And she hands 200
No,
gold
outfit
back.
those three. I don't need it. Just snow boots for me, please.
I've grown quite attached to my cloak, but I'll take the boots and the tunic.
Sure. Oh, Ray looks around at you and asks if she needs to wear shoes because she's still barefoot. She has been barefoot this entire time.
Have you heard of frostbite, Ray?
Do you want to keep your toes?
Attached to your toes.
Well, they are attached to my body, so yes, I would say I am attached, quite literally.
Well, you won't be if you walk barefoot through snow.
Oh. Okay. I get the shoe. Do you have clothes that are for taller people?
She kind of looks you up and down. I have some that I made for a few of the gentlemen in town. They might fit you.
That'll work.
You are pushing it, aren't you? She What she brings you is something different from everyone else. Everyone else, I mean, she puts a full outfit in front of all of you and lets you choose which pieces of clothing you want. But Ray, for you, it's slightly different. It seems to be more of a doublet. So you end up in like a leather and fur-lined doublet. It makes you look much more fashionable, but also a lot more guyish.
That's fine. Ray can totally rock that look. If anything, that's more comfortable for Ray.
We'll notice as well as she's bringing.
She's quite happy that clothes actually fit.
As she's bringing the clothes over to you, she's like staring at you essentially.
Ooh, these are nice.
Wrong, wrong,
These might
wrong,
actually
wrong.
fit me.
Wrong, wrong,
Well, I've not really
wrong,
had clothes that fit
wrong.
before.
Whereabouts are you from?
I can't remember where my character's from.
You are from the Sword Coast.
Thank you. I'm not from around here. I don't know if you would have heard of it.
Most people don't come from outside of Barovia. I can tell that a lot of you are some of our guests.
I wonder what gave that away.
Um,
I'm being sarcastic.
what is there? Are you okay? Is there some? Are you ill?
Me?
I didn't think she looked ill.
Her skin seems to be glowing.
Muddy. Yes, it's quite often muddy.
Muddy I'm used to. It's the glow I'm not used to.
That's just because I'm so pale. Ray picks up the clothes and just goes to try them on.
If any of the people in the party hadn't noticed it before, you suddenly are very aware how much she's glowing.
Mara is incredibly aware.
Ray
Um,
sort of
On
thinks
the
also.
other hand, do you have any shoes that would possibly, the boots that would fit me? I have relatively small feet. Amara sticks her foot out. Almost too much.
Yeah, sure. She goes and pulls out a pair of boots for all of you. She pulls out a few sets of what essentially seem to be, they almost look like teeth attached to straps of leather that go around your boots that would then help you grip the snow better.
I put them on, exclaiming how comfortable they are.
You have successfully completely distracted her. Well done.
Yes!
Theron looks at his own skin to make sure he hasn't turned radioactive.
That's what I was laughing at before.
I do think Theron is the only one that never really cottoned on to Ray glowing slightly.
Yeah, I rolled like a 4 both the times that it was
What?
brought up.
Nara knows why she's glowing.
Oh yeah, she does.
I think I haven't figured that out yet. No matter how many rolls I roll, I always roll low.
That is also true. But yeah, you're fully outfitted. She rushes around. She's giving you her undivided attention. Theron way overpaid her and doesn't seem to be wanting to take any money back. So she's, you've got her undivided attention. She offers to go make you hot drinks. She pops into the back and starts making tea.
Wow.
Can Ray sort of sheepishly step out to where she's been changing and just catch the guy's attention just very quietly, like, "Psst, does this look okay?"
I shall walk over, expose some of her skin, and check if she's glowing. Fuck!
Theron, it's been
can
pointed out to you, mate. You notice it now. Like, you can see it.
Wait, can I like reflex that or something? Because at this point, this has been pointed out, so Ray's trying to avoid people.
That's fair
at this
too.
point.
Yeah. Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Let's try a dexterity save. Boom! Monks.
Whoa!
Yeah, watch out. Whoosh. I don't know what that was. Sorry.
Theron, you go over to her and attempt to have a closer look at the skin. She quickly snatches her hand back away from you.
What? Come on! I try to grab her again.
Fucking hell.
God damn it.
It's like
Can
dodging me.
I-
I'm just gonna be like, why? Are you actually glowing? Is that a thing you do?
It's just. No, just really pale is all. Wish people wouldn't stop pointing it out.
She died, remember? Like
Oh,
you did?
deception.
Like
Oh.
Amara did?
Okay.
Yeah, you can roll a perception. Because
Came back all weird.
she did definitely... What the shit is that character doing there? She did definitely come back glowing more. Sorry, I'm setting up a different map while we're doing this. And
All right.
randomly, Esmeralda was just standing in the middle of it, and I'm like, the fuck? I just made this map
Surprise!
today. The fuck was she doing there? How is she there? What the fuck? So yeah, apparently at some point earlier, I must have deleted her from somewhere or moved her off the screen, and she just decided to jump here. Kind of creeped out. Not gonna lie. But yes. Yeah, Theron, you never really noticed it before, but you noticed that she's always had amazing skin when the few times it's, rained or she's been cleaned up before she kind of gets muddied up again. But yeah, ever since she died, you do realise, hey, she has been kind of glowing a little bit, yeah.
Insight! Oh, for fuck's sake, I give up. So I just essentially completely believe what Nanara said.
Basically.
Yeah, she's probably got the power from coming back from the dead. I'm good. I just kind of nod and step backwards like,
Oh no, you can roll and investigate on that if you want.
No, I tried to inside it, so it's all good.
Oh, is that what that
Phase
7
inside.
is?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was another 7. Ah.
Yeah, it was. It was 2 7s in a row. Yeah, okay. So,
Cast a message to say something privately to Ray.
go for it.
I just want to say. And that's it.
I missed that if you said something.
Yeah,
It
that was
just
Oh
went-
yeah,
completely
sorry.
silent.
Yeah, I used message to say just to you. Aren't you going to tell them?
Tell them. Ray's just gonna mutter under her breath. No, and quickly go back into the changing room.
No, no.
Lara rolls her eyes.
Like, just fuck off. No.
Yep.
Yeah, she goes back into the changing room. She's changed. You guys manage to change perfectly happily into the new clothing. Obviously, you can absolutely pick and choose which bits you wanted. If you want to keep your own cloak, that kind of thing. Absolutely welcome to do so.
Just taking snow boots.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm taking the boots and a tunic.
I take a tunic, a cloak, the boots with the spiky bits on the bottom, and I hope they're fur-lined because, god damn it, I'm not getting cold.
He
If
wants
they're
them
hats-
boots with them fur.
If there are hats, I take a hat. If there's a
There are
scarf, I'll
hats.
take a scarf. I will also take gloves.
You can base. Alright, Amara basically looks like May from Overwatch now.
Oh. Ray will literally take whatever fits because she can't choose to be picky.
Yeah, she brought you a specific thing that essentially looks like they're very similar in design and shape to your actual robes. They wrap around rather than go over. So what you end up
That's
having is essentially what you're wearing now, but in wool with fur.
Nice. Nice. I like. Although, because Ray hasn't worn shoes for God knows how many years, can she try and walk out of the dressing room like a little newborn deer?
She not only walks out of the changing room like a newborn deer, she has the shoes on the wrong feet.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally. She's just struggling to make her way across.
Do I notice this?
Oh yeah, it's really obvious. No one has to roll for anything. This is really,
Oh, no.
really clear what's going on here. So, yeah, you can see it.
Okay, I wish to help Ray put the shoes on the right feet.
Oh, that's really cute.
I was just going to let this happen, so this saddens me.
They go on specific feet? Oh.
That's
Well,
adorable.
you don't really have 2 feet that are the same. You have opposite feet.
Well, but with gloves, I'm not even. Ray's just like, oh man.
Yep, no, that's fair.
Amara undresses Ray. What?
This is the weirdest foot fetish ever.
Let's stop.
The D&D is directed by Quentin Tarantino.
But yeah, that's kind of that. Awkwardness of getting changed and shit. But everyone's now fully equipped and happy to move on whenever you are ready. The old lady does bring back some tea. She even, without even being told, puts down what appears to be a small glass of brandy in front of Ray.
Ah.
You have a reputation.
Ray just looks very happily at this old woman and just, thank you, and just, just one fail whoosh, like a shot.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are all dressed up. You guys are all happy and sorted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. What would you like to do next?
I'd like to thank the little old lady before we leave. And then I think Lenara wanted to get potion.
I did, and I realised I have 2 potions of healing that I completely forgot about, so I'm good.
Oh, it's good, it's good.
This is good. This is good.
It's good, it's good. And I have the ability to sort of heal myself. Now, do I?
You do have. That is one of your abilities. Yep.
It is. I thought I'd written it down. Ooh. I'm also now immune to disease and poison. Yay. Purity of body.
But I mean, you should be pretty full healed from your wonderful trip into the light room anyway, so you should be okay.
That really made it sound like a drug trip.
I mean, kind of was.
Wrong, 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 wrong.
So,
Wrong,
does anyone else want to
wrong.
go to any other shops?
No.
No, I'm good.
Amara?
Perhaps an electrical store. By that I mean like a science store.
Ah.
By that I mean like an alchemy store.
Ah.
One that will conduct electricity the way I do.
I see. Through the hoodoo. Okay.
Sorry, I've had an awful lot to think about.
That's fine. Yeah, I'm sure there should be a place somewhere around here.
Oh, aye. There's sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt y'all. But there is a store just it's only 3 doors down. Sells alchemical ingredients, if that's what you're looking for. I didn't take any of you to be alchemists.
Well, I guess it's worth a try.
Yes. Thank you. That was very helpful. I really want an insight check for some odd reason.
If you want it, by all means. Please roll one.
Do it.
Just a little voice in the back of my head. Incite them. I'm gonna do this very subtly. Oh!
Nice.
Ooh! That brandy, there was something in the brandy.
She seems to be telling the truth, though she doesn't seem to feel very comfortable about the place.
Oh. Okay. Cool. Well, yeah, let's go, thank you.
Okay, is that where you guys are going now?
I guess. Yeah.
Argynvostholt. Okay, so it is a few doors down, and once you've had it like mentioned to you, it's really hard to miss. You essentially walk down the street a little bit, and you come into a very dark, gothic-looking building. There's plenty of cobwebs and stuff hanging even in the storefront, and there is a chemistry set that you can see on a desk inside bubbling away. There are several different decanters and potion bottles and things like that inside.
Does this place give like a weird heebie-jeebie vibe?
It's
Like,
creepy.
"Ugh."
Yeah, it's creepy as balls.
Oh, see, Ray's not very good with magic and the creepy. Whenever she's been around magic people, they've always cursed her. It's made her on edge. Even after a brandy.
Specifically, what I'm looking to do is to create a specific small devicey thing that I can wear that will electrocute me every 24 hours.
Something told me that was what you were looking for.
Ah.
Yes. So that's what I'm going to try and do, because somehow she's got it in her head that if a sword can zap her, then surely she can make something that will zap her periodically.
It's fair logic.
Okay, well currently you're standing outside looking at this store. There is potential for that to
Okay,
happen.
well I enter into the store.
Cool. As you walk in, I mean, it's dusty, it's mouldy, it's gross in here. There are a bunch of foul smells hitting you. Imagine the opposite of lush. Or no, for me it would just be lush, because lush overpowers me. But if you essentially...
Oh, yeah, I'm the same.
Yeah.
It's just too many smells.
That kind of feeling, it's too many smells, and none of them are particularly pleasant.
Okay, that's gross.
There is a hooded figure at the back of the building playing with the chemistry set.
Excuse me.
Yeah. What?
Do you have anything that conducts electricity?
Depends who you're wanting to hit with it.
Myself.
At that point, the hooded figure, which was leaning over the table, kind of straightens up and turns to face you. The hood's pulled down, and there's what looks like an old grizzled man with quite spiky mutton chops, not very well kept. He only has one eye, the other is closed tightly with a thick scar running down over the eye. You want to electrocute yourself? Oh look, there's a brothel in town, but it's not my thing.
I literally don't respond. I just look at him with that look that says, seriously. That one that librarians can do that is often quite terrifying.
Oh, the teacher look.
Can I roll intimidate?
I mean, yeah.
Do it.
I just gotta find the damn button.
Do it.
Do it. Buick.
Bear with me, apparently it's the one I haven't put in.
Oh no.
Well, I can't imagine the librarian using Intimidate very often, to be honest, so I get that.
Yeah.
Although I do believe
That's
Intimidate is a
fair.
charisma-based thing now, so that might be good.
That's okay, I just rolled it.
It's a pretty good roll. Right, give me a second. He actually seems to back down slightly. He's a little bit... He looks around. He's taken aback. The fuck did this come from? I mean, I could potentially create such a device, but it would take some time. How big are we talking? How big?
Relatively compact. I'd like to be able to wear it upon my body at all times. And it only needs to go off once. Once every 24 hours, day, period.
That would mean putting in some clockworks, timing system. I can make it silent. I guess you don't want to be ticking at all hours.
Preferably not.
It'll take me some time, but I think I could potentially do it.
Brilliant. How much time and how much money?
I mean, I can get started pretty soon. I'm quite interested in this project, actually. Make you a little, like, I guess, like a thing for you put on your back. Give me a day. Give me a day, and I'll get it done.
All right.
No.
How much do you want?
Day's not going to happen. 2 days. 2 days will do it. Money? Pfft, it's not going to be cheap.
What is your price?
1,000 gold, easy. The intricacies of getting the timer sorted.
All right. Well, how about I hand you this? And I pull out the ruby I have in my bag. That's collateral for starting it, and you can have the other 500-ish when I get back.
Fair enough. Normally it'd take longer, but gotta be honest, this one intrigues me a little bit. He grins. He reaches out and snatches the ruby out of your hand. Well, I don't really know what you want this for, but this might help in the meantime. And he hands you what appears to be an empty flask with a cork in it.
I wish to investigate it.
By all means.
I'm really good as a detective.
You know magic. There is magic involved here, but you're not quite sure what it does. Until he grins and he seems to realise what's happening and he says, "Oi, shake it."
I gently shake it.
As you shake it, what appears to be a small thunderstorm appears inside it, electrocuting the sides of the glass. Like, almost literally like a small cloud with lightning shooting out of it. Ha! It's what happens when you reverse Potion of Lightning Resistance. It's a potion of lightning. I'll throw it at people, shocks the shit out of them. Hit yourself with that, break the glass over yourself, dump it over yourself, make sure you're not standing next to anyone else that can be hurt. You get a strong zap.
Well, I guess this is great for an emergency. Thank you.
Wrong, wrong, wrong.
No problem.
Wrong, 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 wrong.
He said that's not a problem. And he
And I head out of this room.
he immediately goes around grabbing things out of drawers and putting things on his desk and
Perfect. All right, I head out. Where's everybody else?
I was just stood outside the shop. It had a weird vibe. I didn't want to go in.
I went in, but I follow Amara out.
Theron, you recognize this one even as she shakes it. You'll have seen something similar to this before. The Blood Hunter Order has some similar things. They're smaller, more compact, and they don't seem to be as powerful as this one potentially is. But you have little essentially grenades.
Yeah, I'm incredibly intrigued at the fact that he the thing, but reversed the thunder protection spell. That's That dude's crazy.
This guy's pretty creepy. He seems to know his
I
shit.
say this to Amara.
Yeah.
The group, it's like, that guy's weird. How did he manage to reverse a spell?
Well, if he's intelligent enough to do that, then I trust he's intelligent enough to get the job done. And besides, you're my witness to me giving him that ruby, so I'm fairly sure if he doesn't deliver on his promises, then he's probably up to no good, and we could probably just take it back.
He seemed to get working on it straight away. I think he's actually quite interested in doing it.
Well, we'll find out in a couple of days.
Couple of days?
That's how long it's going to take him to build it. Oh, yes, of course, you weren't in the shop. I'm
No.
having him build a small machine for me. A small little thing that could potentially electrocute me every morning. That way I won't need to have Theron hurt himself every morning just to keep me alive, and I won't forget.
Oh, that's pretty smart, actually.
Well, I have been known from time to time to be a little bit intelligent.
So what are we gonna do for a couple of days?
Well, we're gonna go to the Amber Temple. That'll probably take about 2 days to get there and back.
Ah. So we're not gonna drink for 2 days. Damn.
No.
Oh well,
Oh, well,
next time.
I wish to get out a map and figure out how long it's actually going to take us to get to the Amber Temple and back.
That is absolutely fine, and on that point, I will flick you guys back to the main map. So, where you are currently, you're at the letter N. It's going to take you a fair bit. It's probably going to take you 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 hours to get to the foot of the mountain, and you'd probably guess another 2 to get up there. Because you have an almost
Whereabouts is
exact location. You're going for the letter X to get to the temple.
Where's the foot of the mountain? Like here? Where
Yeah, the foot of the mountain's about there.
Cool.
But from where you're travelling, you'll be going down through... I'd imagine you'd be going down the fastest route, which is down through the marshes of Berez. And so you could potentially go up this way also. You have a direct route there. You don't have to necessarily follow the red path. That's just the most well-trodden paths.
Alright.
I am keeping an eye out to see if Lysaga came back.
Oh god, yeah. Wait, was that there?
Yeah, that was at you.
Oh god, that was it you. Okay.
Okay. That's assuming you get that far without anything happening.
Oh yeah.
We're high on positive energy. We can do anything.
I
That is
believe in
true.
us.
Melvin yourself.
The power of friendship will get us through.
Belvin yourself. You are the good boy. We are the good boy.
Actually, this is pretty easy going compared to what you're used to.
I figured most things would be pissed off by the sunlight. For the
There's a
first
lot.
time in
It
years.
does seem to definitely be the case. A lot of things that you think would have attacked you once upon a time don't seem to be out and about. The werewolves that used to haunt the forests, not so much. You have a fair amount of like absolute silence as you walk through the forest. It's pretty creepy.
Pee.
Oh, we're getting a raid from Angie's. Hey Angie's, hey everybody that's coming in now. I'm just going to pause the game for a second. So we're doing Dungeons and Dragons today. We do Monster Mondays. We play Dungeons and Dragons. So thank you for bringing people in. Hello everybody who's new. We are currently playing Curse of Strahd, which is a horror game where a dark vampire has basically taken over the entire country, and the players are doing really, really well. They've been playing it for many, many, many hours. And they're currently at the point now where they're getting prepared and getting tooled up to go and fight the final boss. As such, though, it's a bit of a weird day to get a raid because I've got to be really quiet because we tell stories and we explain what's going on. I'm sure a few of you have seen Dungeons and Dragons before, but thank you for coming in. Please do come in, make yourself at home, and everyone in chat, if you'd like to welcome our wonderful guests, that would be wonderful. I can see that Raddy and Becca are already doing that, so much thank you. They've currently just tooled up in nice warm gears, are about to climb a snowy mountain called Mount Garkis at the bottom edge of the screen. They're heading towards what is called the Amber Temple, which, as far as they're aware, is where the main boss of the game gets all of his dark magic from, or got it from back in the day. It's pretty creepy stuff at this point. They're hoping that it will give them some clue on how to defeat him, or some idea of how to get stronger to be able to defeat him, perhaps. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
Wrong, 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 wrong.
Thank you everybody for the follows. For people who have popped in, that's massively appreciated. So we do Dungeons and Dragons Mondays and Tuesdays. We do Curse of Strahd on a Monday, and we do Lost Mine of Phandelver on a Tuesday with a group of D&D beginners. And then Thursday is horror games. I play video games on Thursdays and Fridays. So it's horror games on Friday, and it's Final Fantasies on Friday. Although this Friday maybe feels Friday, because I think I'm playing Life is Strange.
Oh no.
Yeah, I played I played the prequel last week, and after playing it, a few people were asking if they could potentially see me play the original. So that's now going to be a thing I have to stream and suffer through all over again.
Oh no. Why would you put
like
yourself through that a second time?
I literally only doing it because my lovely followers asked me to. I would never intentionally do that again. But thank you, Becca, for pointing out the fact that if people would like to see this from the beginning, as they've missed some of the story, my YouTube channel has all of the past videos on it, and every new episode does go up on YouTube as well. So thank you for that, Becca, because it's been a while since we last played this, because I went to America. We haven't been able to get back in since. So our wonderful party has just trekked across most of Barovia. They've gone through a marshland where they fought the horrible Baba Lysaga and her walking house of doom. Almost got like massively smashed by that, because they were split up by the house attacking them and the really powerful witch attacking them. Theron, you said you were specifically looking out for any signs of her?
Yeah.
Roll me a perception, please. If anyone else would like to also roll perceptions, they're absolutely welcome to. I'd imagine you're all pretty on guard walking back into Baba Lysaga's lair.
I can't roll for shit tonight.
Wrong, wrong, wrong,
Oh, yeah.
wrong.
God, you rolled better than me.
Here, let me help. Yay!
Let's get the creepy
Definitely
forest.
feels like Roll20 has its days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll 20 is interesting with you guys.
Why does Ray roll better when she's had a drink? That's the question.
Oh, Ray,
always
the worst
rolls.
part is you can taste the drink, but it doesn't have any alcoholic effect on you at all anymore.
Oh my god, I forgot I can't get drunk.
You can't get drunk.
Oh,
It doesn't
God.
affect you anymore. For those
Oh
of you
my
who are new
God.
to watching, Ray is a monk.
Oh,
Oh, thank you, Ratty, for posting the full actual link to that one playlist. That's really helpful. But yeah, Ray is a monk, and she is often drunk. Yeah, he for the
yeah,
You're
she-
drunk. She's drunk.
But she
But now
often
she's
drinks.
not.
And now she's
Oh
not
my
able to get
God.
drunk anymore. One of the things in Barovia, when people die and they're brought back, because their soul doesn't go into the afterlife here, it just stays in limbo forever. Darkness, eternal darkness, with no connection to God, no memory of life. When their soul comes back into their body, they come back changed. So Amara, our
Something
lovely,
bad.
cute little librarian bard, is currently, she has to electrocute herself every morning, Frankenstein style, to stay alive.
I'm also surrounded
Yeah.
by rats and
She
really
also,
slowly.
literally as you walk along, she, like, rats and cockroaches and small flies seem to buzz around her as if she was dead. If you've seen American Gods, Dead Wife, that's a good analogy for it.
I am their wife.
But that kind of thing. Although she can use them against her enemies. Most of them come with a good side too, although it does slow her down. Theron died and came back with bat ears.
Yeah.
Ray died and came back with glowing skin, as her skin is something she hides quite a lot. As her skin is perfect porcelain, and she doesn't like that as a monk. She should be dirty and covered in mud.
Yes. She doesn't like the attention.
So yeah.
So she just covers herself in the
Wrong,
Yeah,
wrong,
standard.
But yeah, you guys make it. You guys make it through Berez, not a problem. You don't notice any signs of Baba Lysaga returning, at least not initially. You do notice that the site where her house once stood, you'd ripped the heart out of the house, and it had basically stopped moving and turned back into essentially a regular house on some logs. The house is gone.
All right, so let's get going to this mountain.
Did you all hear that?
Sorry, no, I didn't hear you.
I've been talking
No,
for a
it
while.
cut
Did
out
no one hear
for me
that?
too.
Oh really?
No.
Oh really?
Yeah, that's why no one reacted.
I was like, yeah, I thought that was a pretty big reveal. As you go through Berez, you go past the point where you ripped the heart out of her house and it stopped moving, and you realise that the house is now gone.
Oh.
Whoa.
But we took the heart.
You did.
Oh.
In fact, I believe, Theron, do you still have the gems?
Yeah, I'm gonna check my bag. Do I still have all 3 of them?
You do still have all 3 of them.
Huh.
Wait, did we not give them to the Were-Raven?
No.
Nah, I'm keeping them.
It's okay. Yeah, I think we were meant to, but we didn't. Is that right?
Yeah, we decided
Okay.
against it for now.
Oh, okay. In that case, then, because this house is gone, I'm gonna be definitely more alert to anything.
I guess
Hiding.
she came back for it.
Thank you, Ratty, for that reaction. I appreciate it. Ratty literally went, what? Big reveal, what?
Oh.
Thank you, Ratty. But yeah, Baba Lysaga's hut, really creepy. It is essentially a big ramshackle shack that moves. It has legs. So if I'm posted a thing into the chat so you can see a model of it, because I think it's really cool. If I ever got to physically play this game, I would be buying all of these minis because god damn, the minis are pretty.
Think of like the Guardians from Zelda, but a house.
Basically,
It's like that.
Howl's Moving Castle if it hated you.
Yeah, no, Howl's Moving Castle is sweet.
It
Guardians
is,
are not.
no.
That piano tune will haunt me forever. Forever.
So yeah, Baba Lysaga was a crazy, terrifying witch that had a baby version of Strahd as an illusion in her house. So there's something kind of fucked up with that. But party never really figured that shit
Pretty
out.
fucked up.
But she's essentially a horrible witch woman that just floats in midair. I want to post that into chat too. So yeah, if my players want to get a reminder, yeah. Anyway,
How
you make
did we
it.
not die at that point? We were very lucky.
You guys were really close to dying at that point. The fact that you were split up and like 2 of you were fighting the house, and 2 of you were.
Playing with scarecrows.
Oh yeah, the scarecrows. Oh yeah, because Lenara came in and like teleported me out, and then scarecrows started attacking us.
Yeah, I didn't think that one through.
Oh, you had the best intentions at heart, though. To be fair.
I did. I'll get her away from here. I'll save her. Oh look, scarecrows.
Oh look, more death.
But yeah, you.
That's Jay.
Apart from that being gone, there doesn't seem to be any other signs of her. She doesn't seem to be here, but the house is definitely gone.
Oh, no, I was gonna say, is that? Yeah, I think it was a Were-Raven that was there last time with the lit fire, but I think they went.
Yeah, she's not here anymore either.
That's
She
cool.
dead.
Shit, where?
Wrong, wrong,
I say
wrong,
she dead.
wrong.
She's not
She
dead.
did.
Well, she may be dead. You don't know.
Wrong, wrong.
Ah, why is everyone dying? Including me.
Strahd.
Yeah, Strahd.
It is because of Strahd, to be honest.
But yeah,
Yeah,
you guys
that's
make
Strahd.
it to the foot of the mountain, no problem whatsoever.
Yay! We did a thing. So we're down here now?
Yep.
I didn't hear anything, so I'm guessing that's a yes.
Yes.
Yes, that is exactly where you are. You have managed to get to the
Oh.
foot of the mountain fine. You start
Yay.
getting to the point now where it's starting to get chilly, even though you've not gone that high up. But as you've crossed the river, everything started sloping upwards, and you're kind of slowly making your way up. At this point, the ground becomes a little bit more treacherous. Everything slows down, and it's much more difficult. The further you climb, the more it begins to snow.
Ray is way too excited to see snow. What's this? Is it snow? Is it snow?
That's dandruff.
Oh. Oh.
Yes, it's snow.
Kira, you're really quiet again.
Damn it. I keep having to adjust everything.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Sometimes I really do wonder about whether you guys actually care about Ray.
It's snow. I want to touch it. Ray's gonna take her glove off.
Go touch it.
It's so cold.
I'm not sure what's going on here.
It's
At
so
this-
cold.
As you guys are approaching the kind of top of where you're aiming for, you're kind of going round mountain paths to get up to the Amber Temple. You get to the point where well, we talk cold. We're talking, it's getting to like -10, -15 degrees now.
This is the coldest I've ever been. Wow. I didn't know someone could be this cold. It's really cold.
And Ku, yes, that's -15 Celsius.
I know.
You traitorous person moving to America. Oh no, I'm wrong. It's colder
Even
than
though
that.
it's really cold and really treacherous, Ray is having a blast here.
I'm wrong. It's -21 Celsius.
Damn.
You're at
That is
-5
cold.
Fahrenheit at the moment. It is really cold. You guys are well wrapped up, but as soon as you take your glove off, Ray, you can start feeling that your joints are starting to get really cold.
Oh, that is really, really cold. I'm gonna put it back on. Oh! Ray's just sort of just keeps like kicking and just like batting the snow with her boots and with her gloves. She's so happy.
God, she's like a cat.
Ah! It looks like sugar.
While this
Ray
is all
just-
going on, I'm just gonna like be sidelong glancing at her. Just like a disapproving parent.
Ray's just gonna look Farron straight in the eye and just very slowly move to some snow that's on her hand and just stick her tongue out and just keep going very slowly and then just gently lick it. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard she like maintains eye contact while she's licking it
Maintains eye contact while slowly licking it.
in a D&D.
This is a
stream
weird
before.
night for D&D.
Oh wow, you know, sometimes I just don't get what I'm saying. Sexual innuendos just go over my head. I'm sorry.
It was really funny though. But yeah,
It
essentially.
was snow. It was snow. It was snow.
Oh, the innocent monk. Don't eat the snow. Don't eat the yellow snow, and I'll let her lick it. It's fine. It's going on in the chat right now.
Oh no.
And oh, the innocent monk.
No one's here, but I'm so embarrassed.
You're fine.
Oh my! It's a good thing there's no face cam because my face is just like red right now.
Is she licking Jon Snow right now? What the hell? Okay.
Sorry, everyone.
It's okay. No, I think people are enjoying it. I think people are finding it funny. I'm gonna jump you guys over to a new map now. In the meantime, you're gonna take a quick tour of Ravenloft. Oh my god. I
Oh
forgot,
wait, that's Ravenloft.
I forgot that Ravenloft had the dynamic lighting. I love the dynamic lighting so much.
It
This
is
place will
really
have.
cool.
This place doesn't have it in the first few bits because it is pure dark, but it will have it later on. Theron's just walking in. Oh, are you showing off the dynamic lighting right now, Theron?
Yes, I'm totally not going to kill Strahd.
I stopped you on the map.
I don't know where I am. Ah, we're
On
gone.
this map, you guys are going
I'm
to
just
zoom
like-
out and scroll down.
Ooh, look at all the snow.
You're gonna have to bear with me.
Running around. Ah, yes. Look at all the snow.
Ray's just like, oh, snow.
Someone gonna do something about her?
The snow over here, and the snow over here, and the snow over here.
No, not particularly.
Oh god, it's not that cold, Amara.
Maybe not for you.
Lenara says with her hands slightly glowing, her fire gauntlets warming up her entire body. But yeah, as you walk up this path as it curls up the mountain, you see that you can see this from a little bit further away. The road starts fading away under a cover of snow. The closer you get to it, the deeper the snow becomes. Until you see the temple carved literally out of the rock of the mountainside up ahead. The front of the structure is about 50 feet high and has 6 alcoves containing 20-foot tall statues. Each statue is carved from a single block of pure amber and depicts a faceless, hooded figure. Its hands pressed together in a gesture of prayer. Between the 2 innermost statues is a 20-foot tall archway with a staircase that leads down. Did everyone hear that? Okay, everyone hear that? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So are we going down there?
Guess so. Doesn't seem to be any other way in.
Theron, roll me a perception.
Okay. Although I'll probably get a 2.
Ooh,
Plus
no,
10.
it's a good row. Row.
Row, fight the power.
Row. Fight the power.
Theron, you kind of lock eyes with one of the amber statues. What lies? You lock your eyes on the face of one of the amber statues. It makes you incredibly uncomfortable.
Okay, feeling more like I'm in Barovia now.
Yeah, it's beginning to undo the pleasantness you've been kind of enjoying.
Oh, it's a shame.
I am going to walk over to the unpleasant statue. This is what I do.
It's a mimic.
Okay.
I'm
Don't
in
press
closely.
face to it, Theron.
I'm curious as to
No,
why
I
he's
learned
examining
that.
it.
I'm gonna
Push to
go
magic.
back to Baron. I have to stop running around now.
Okay, Amara, I'll tell you what you discover from your investigations in a second. Theron, it doesn't seem to react in any way, shape, or form. Obviously, it's amber, so it's quite an interesting colour, and you're not used to seeing statues carved out of this kind of stuff. But essentially, the longer you stare at it, the more uneasy you feel, almost as if it's staring back, despite the fact that it has no eyes. And that goes for anyone looking at one of them for too long.
Oh
Start
god, I'm
feeling
gonna...
very uneasy.
I'm just gonna go look at all the snow!
Every single one of you feels the presence of great evil.
Oh.
And Amara,
Oh dear.
your magical knowledge tells you that so much negative magic has been done in this place that it seems to have almost sunk into the foundations of the building itself. Everything here seems tinged with evil energy.
Well, that's encouraging.
I'm gonna just slowly back away from this statue.
Okay, so shall we move on from the evil-looking statue?
Yeah, let's go into the evil-feeling building instead. Joy.
And up the evil-looking mountain. Or into the evil-looking mountain, wherever this goes.
This isn't a mine. This is a tomb.
literally, as Jake posted in the chat, it's basically Minas Morgul.
Oh my god.
I mean, I know those are two different areas, but that's still pretty specific. Lord of the Rings references. Anyway, as you walk in, the steps descending are quite icy and difficult to walk through. But as you walk along, you can notice there are arrow slits in the corridor you are walking through, and it makes you feel uneasy. But there doesn't seem to be any kind of movement or anything reacting. This hall in front of you is pure darkness. Any characters without dark vision will need a source of light to see.
Oh, okay.
I got dark vision.
I think it's literally just Amara that doesn't have dark vision.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a lamp.
I'm gonna take my lantern out. In flame that never goes out.
Oh, your magical green flame!
Magical green flame activate.
So now we are walking into a passageway that is illuminated with green light.
I'm gonna just reveal most of this room to you.
Maleficent would be proud.
Okay, scrolling up a little bit. We're gonna zoom out a little bit. Okay, what you essentially walk into here is a really large cavern with, at the northmost point, there is a large statue. There are 4 black marble columns supporting this vaulted ceiling, as you can see on the map. At the north end of which stands a 40-foot tall statue of a cowled figure in flowing robes. The statue's hand outstretched, as if they're in the middle of casting a spell. Its face is a void of total blackness. The ominous statue stands between 2 marble balconies, one of which has partially collapsed, that's on the west-hand side, and fallen onto the temple's black marble floor. All of the floors here and the pillars that are supporting it are carved out of black marble. The walls, though, are sheathed in amber. And the doors themselves leading out of this room are made of amber. Arched hallways coated with amber lead away from the temple to the west and the east. Flanking these exits are alcoves that hold white marble statues of robed human wizards with pointed hats and golden staffs. This room makes you feel unhappy.
Is this literally the opposite of the place we've just been?
Basically.
Is that just the sound of the music you've got going on, or is this something there? Do I have to roll perception?
Roll me a perception.
I'm gonna roll a perception.
I'm going to do it twice.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, Theron, you can roll it twice. Huh. Interesting. Ray and Theron, you can hear there are faint sounds coming from within, but you can't tell what they are.
Okay. Ray's gonna be very cautious and very quiet. Just turn to the group and whisper. Do I have to roll stealth for this?
Well,
I'm just gonna
to whisper. Up to you.
Yes.
Depends how stealthy you want to be.
I do want to be quite stealthy. But last
Then probably roll it.
time I rolled, it was a natural 1, so I screamed. Hey, I'm being super stealthy.
Yep, you managed to be quite quiet.
Okay, I'm just gonna convey to the group that I can hear something. Don't know what it is, but I can hear something.
Yeah, Theron,
So
you
let's be
can
quiet.
hear something too.
I'd like to listen.
You'd like to listen too? Go for it.
Ray's gonna be stealthy from here on out, or try to be.
At least I would if I hadn't lost half of my buttons.
No, not the buttons.
That's me going stealth mode too.
That's
Wow.
because it's perception, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
And I'm sitting here looking for listen like a dummy.
Oh.
3.5 times, yo. Okay. Yep, you can't, no, you can hear it, but again, it's fainter for you. You're not sure what it could possibly be.
Do we know which way it's coming from?
Seems to be echoing all around you. The problem with being in such a large cavernous room is that everything seems to have a faint echo to it.
Well, the secret to Strahd's curse is somewhere here. Let's get searching.
You'll notice as well that that black square in the middle of the statue, that's not just me leaving a black square in the middle. That is literally the face of the statue is pure magical darkness.
Oh, that's...
Like, it's a hooded
Pretty
figure,
fucked
and
up.
instead of a face, it's just like abyssal darkness.
I'm gonna go see the statue.
I'm gonna sneakily follow Farron from distance because I don't want to get near the statue.
Okie dokie.
Do I have to roll another stealth?
Nope, the stealth will stand.
Cool.
Theron, pause for a second for me, would you?
Yeah, that's what I was doing it. But I was sure something was gonna happen.
Can you make me a dexterity
That's
saving throw,
why I'm
please?
staying a
Oh, we
distance.
go. $23.
That's pretty damn good. In that case, Theron, you only take half damage from that. So
Oh my god!
you'll take
Jeez,
18
I'm glad
damage. 18 lightning damage.
Oh my god, I'm glad I said I was staying a distance.
A...
Did Amara throw a lightning bottle at me?
Wait a
You'd
minute.
have to ask me to.
Ray, you also need to roll me a reflex save or take that damage.
Oh god damn it.
Look, give
Wait,
me a sec.
no, I don't think it. Does my evasion count in this or not?
You still have to roll.
Damn!
I'm
Okay.
assuming Amara's not still stood outside.
If you
so I'm gonna
succeed
move
it,
her
you
over
get 0 damage rather than half damage.
Amara, can you put yourself where you'd be standing, please?
Okay. Yep.
Oh,
Ray, you take the full 37 damage.
Ah, poop.
does my
Amara and...
evasion not count?
Oh, yes
I
it
only
does.
take
You take half.
half
You
if
take
I
half
fail.
damage. Yeah, you take half damage.
You take 18.
Amara and Linara, you're
Damn,
far
it's
enough
so
away that
bad.
it doesn't affect you. So essentially what you guys see is, from the darkness of the face of this horrible thing, a massive bolt of lightning arcs out of it, hits Theron in the chest, and then arcs across from Theron and hits Ray. Both of them take damage.
Can Ray sort of try and scramble back up the stairs? Because she's been hit by lightning before and no.
Yep, that's fair. Theron, what are you doing?
She'll
So-
just scrambled on her back.
Amara and Linara, you see Theron get hit by lightning and then lightning shoot from him and hit Ray.
It came out of the face, right?
It came out of the pure blackness that is the thing's face, yes.
How big is that, like, dark area? Because you said it's about a 40-foot statue. Would it be big enough for somebody to be hiding up there?
Oh yeah, that's a good, you know, like 6 foot tall by about 4 foot wide.
Ah, perfect. I'm gonna scream out, "Who the hell is up there?" With some sword. And my normal sword, too. For funs.
Okie dokie. Give me one more second.
Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong,
maneuvering
wrong,
some
wrong, wrong.
Oh god.
Oh dear.
It begins.
Okay, Theron, one more thing is going to happen before. Oh god, poor Theron. I'm glad that you've got lots of.
A tank.
Are we mixing additions? Because he just asked for a reflex save. Nope, because I fucked up. And then the new person just went, never question the GM. If he calls for a reflex save, you fucking roll a reflex save. And, Theron, from the western wall to your left, a flurry of magic missiles comes shooting towards you.
The bitch!
I'm so glad I scrambled out of the way. Like a turtle on its back.
You take 16 damage.
Okay.
Oh,
Wrong,
Farron.
wrong, wrong, wrong.
Oh,
Wrong, wrong,
I would like to
wrong,
raise.
Wrong.
Fair dues.
That's fair. And that is the exact point where we are going to end for the night.
Wrong, wrong,
Aw.
wrong.
Do you want to keep going for a little bit? It's up to you guys. It is almost 10:30.
Oh, that's fine. We'll probably be halfway through the battle or till finish it, so that's good base. It's painful.
So, yeah. Theron just took a fair bit of damage. Ray took a little bit of damage. Amara and Linara seem to be okay so far. We start next week with you entering a battle. Theron, I will say though, you'll notice that the magic missiles came through. If you see them on the left-hand side, there are 3 arrow slits in the wall. It was the western wall that you got hit from, but there's some on the eastern wall also. I have not revealed that very well.
Oh, here you mean? Oh, I'm not doing my pain. There?
Yeah.
Yep. Them's the arrow slits.
God damn.
But yeah, we're gonna. If you guys are okay with it, I'll call it there for the night.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, because battling can take a while.
The battle was gonna take. I can see this one taking a bit of time. So
Since we're gonna have to break through walls, god damn it.
Wrong, wrong,
I raised them up
wrong,
before, it's fine.
I wish you guys could see what's getting you at the moment. Anyway.
Yeah.
Next week. So we'll pick this up next Monday. But if people in the chat are interested in Dungeons and Dragons, I'm going to be playing more Dungeons and Dragons tomorrow. We're running Lost Mines of Phandelver, so it's a lot more fantasy based and a lot less horror based. So if you're interested in Dungeons and Dragons, I'll be back tomorrow at 8 PM British time. So there was a lot of new followers tonight. I'm actually hit 1,100 followers tonight. So thank you massively for everyone who came in. That's really appreciated.
Congratulations.
Massive thanks to Angie for hosting me. Getting all the love and hype out there. My wonderful Team Awful Neutral, thank you very much for playing tonight. I hope you enjoyed getting back into it.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to be back.
Welcome to the Amber
Although
Temple.
now, death is gonna happen.
This is literally the
Oh,
first
yeah.
room of the Amber Temple, so hopefully you'll enjoy this. Enjoy is a strong word. Survive this.
Paris for Strahd.
I mean, yeah. You guys are currently level 10, so you've basically, I mean, literally, you shouldn't be level 10 before the end of this book, so you're doing fine. You'll be fine. As long as you play smart, you'll be fine.
I lost a good deal of health. We'll see.
You did lose a good bit of health, although plus side now is you did say you wanted to rage, so at least if you... magical health doesn't really help you with, but if anything attacks you, you'll take half damage at least.
Yeah.
Thank you, Raddy, for posting from the beginning of Curse of Strahd. So yeah, hopefully I'll see some of you wonderful followers tomorrow. If not, I game on Thursdays and Fridays. Thursday is going to be Dead Space for my horror section. Friday is normally Final Fantasy, but this week it's going to be Life is Strange, playing from the very beginning, because I'm going to hurt myself.
All the feels, all the cries.
But yeah, thank you very much. Thank you to my wonderful party.
Yay! Thank
That's,
you.
I guess a good night from us. Night, everybody.
No.
Bye.
This is Clockwork SJ signing off for the evening.